Hi everyone, welcome to Signing How to Study Chinese. This is HSK Level 1 course, and I'm your teacher Ronnie. Today we are going to learn lesson 15, 第15课。我是坐飞机来的。我是坐飞机来的。I came here by air. Okay, this is today's topic. So now first, let's just move on to our warm-up part. Two groups, one group picture, one group words. Okay, so let's see the new words. First one is 飞机. 飞机, it means airplane, airplane. Next one, 出租车, 出租车. 吃屋出租租车车, which means taxi, taxi. Next one, 大学, 大学. This means university, university. Next one, 饭店, 饭店. We all know 饭 means meals and 店 means store. So stores for meals, that is restaurant, restaurant. Next one, 听, 听. This means listen, okay, listen. Next one, 开车. We've learned it in last lesson. It means drive a car. Now I will give 15 seconds and please fill in the blanks. Okay, time's up. Now let's see the answers. First one, 飞机. It is really obvious, which is D. Okay, next one, 出租车. 出租车. This one's pronunciation is a little bit tricky, even for Chinese. This one means taxi, and taxi is F. Chinese taxis look like this. Okay, next one, 大学 means university. It is A. Next, 饭店, 饭店. Actually, it is E because in China we will sometimes call a hotel as 饭店, 饭店. Next one, 听 listen, B. And last, 开车 drive is C. Okay, now let's move on to our text one. And first, let's see the new words. First one, 认识. 认识, 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 and 识 is the neutral tone. Now read after me. 认识, 认识. Okay, this means to meet, to know, to recognize. Okay, to meet, to know, recognize. So it is 认识你很高兴. We will say 认识你很高兴 to say nice to meet you. Okay, 认识你 means to meet you, and 很 very. 高兴, 高兴, we will learn about this word later, which means happy. Okay, happy. So nice to meet you. 认识你很高兴. And if you want to say know someone, you just put someone after 认识. Okay. For example, if you know David, David, so you can say 认识大卫. We've learned the translation of David in Chinese. This is 大卫. Okay, so know David, 认识大卫. Next one, if you don't know David, then try to guess how to say don't know someone. Don't know someone. The negative form of it is 不认识, okay? 不认识. You just need to put 不 in front of 认识. 不认识. And we need to pay attention to the tone sending of 不, okay? 不认识. So I don't know David. 不认识大卫. 不认识大卫. Okay? And try to ask a question. No, David. A question. No, David. Then we just need to put a 吗 after 认识大卫. So this question is 认识大卫吗? 认识大卫吗? Okay, 认识大卫吗? And try to say, know this Chinese character. Know this Chinese character. How to say that? It is know 认识. This is 这. And we need to put a measure word for it. And a general measure word, really common one, is 个, so 这个. And Chinese character is 汉字. So the sentence is 这个认识这个汉字 okay 认识这个汉字 okay if we don't know then 不认识这个汉字 okay I will type it for you this is 认识这个汉字 okay 认识这个汉字 and how to ask about a question about know this Chinese character how to say that in Chinese it is 认识这个汉字吗？认识这个汉字吗？ We just need to put a 吗 after it, okay? Put a 吗 after it. Then we can get a question about it. 认识这个汉字吗？ Okay? Then try to ask, where did you meet? Where did you meet? Because 认识 also has this meaning, to meet. Where meet? Where did you meet? So this is first, where is 哪儿 and we need to know at where, right? So 在哪儿在哪儿认识的 is where did you meet, okay? 在哪儿认识的在哪儿认识的 okay? This is 认识 Next one is the second word 年 年年年 Read after me, please. 年 年 年 This means ear, ear. We already know this word before, right? And how to say one ear? One ear. It is 一年, right? 一年. And 2 ears. Pay attention to the character 2. 2 ears. It is 2年. No, it's 2年. 了阳两. Pay attention to it. When we are talking about the time, the clock, we will still use 两, right? 两. Okay. 一年, 2年. So, how many years? How to say that? How many years? How many is 几? So we just need to put 几 before 年. So 几年, how many years? And which year? How to say that? Which year? Which year is 哪年, right? 哪 is which. So 哪年, 哪. Okay, this is about year. Next one, the third word is 大学. 大西学学大学 it means college, university. We've learned 学 means study, right? 学 means study. And the 大 means big. 大 means big. Okay, so guess how to say primary school. Primary school. Primary school. It is 小学, okay, it is 小学. 小 means little and 学 means study, okay, 小学. And try to guess middle school and high school. Middle school and high school. We can know from middle. How to say middle in Chinese? It is 中, right? 中, because our noon, we've learned it is 中午, right? 中午. So middle school, high school is 中学, 中, okay? 中学. And try to guess how to say university students. University students. How to say students? It is 学生, right? So university students. 大学生, we don't need to say 大学学生. 生 sometimes can used as the simplified version of 学生, okay? So 大学生. 大学生 means university students. And when you go to university, we will say 上大学, okay? We will use 上 to express go to university. 上大学. Okay, and your university classmate is 大学 同学 OK 同学 don't forget about the words we've learned before 大学同学 Okay, now let's read these words from start each for twice read after me please 认识认识年年大学大学 Okay, very good. Now let's move on to our text. I will read it and please listen carefully. 你和李小姐是什么时候认识的？我们是2011年9月认识的。你们在哪儿认识的？我们是在学校认识的。他是我大学同学。Okay, now let's see the text sentence by sentence. First one is 你和李小姐。和 we've learned it means and it is used to connect two elements. It is not used to connect two sentences. Okay, don't use it to connect sentence. 你和李小姐 means you and Miss Lee. Miss Lee. 小姐 is used to call young ladies, right? Young ladies. And Li is a very common Chinese family name. Now, 你和李小姐 is the subject of the sentence, right? And 是 means to be, and it is the verb. 什么时候 when, right? 什么时候 when? 认识 means know, meet each other. So this sentence means when did you and Miss Lee meet each other, know each other? Okay, 你和李小姐是什么时候认识的 And let's see the answer. 我们是 We are 2011年9月认识的 Okay, we've met each other in 2011 and it is September. Okay, let's see. In these two sentences, the time word is after the verb, right? After the predicate. So some of you might think, isn't it should be before the verb? Yes, but this is a special structure. 是的 Can you see that? Here is, in these two sentences, there are all 是 and 的. This is a structure used to emphasize time, place, or how this thing happened. So that's why we will put this time between 是 and 的. Okay, this is a special structure. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. 你们在哪儿认识的？你们在哪儿？在哪儿 ？At where? At which place? 认识的 know each other. 我们是 we are 在学校 at school 认识的 we meet each other in the school. And she is my university classmate. 她是我大学同学 university classmate. Okay, really easy one. Now let's try to read it from the start. Read after me, please. 你和李小姐是什么时候认识的？我们是2011年9月认识的。你们在哪儿认识的？我们是在学校认识的。他是我大学同学。Okay, now let's try to read in rows. I will be A and you will be B. 3, 2, 1. 你和李小姐是什么时候认识的？你们在哪儿认识的？ Okay, now let's switch the role. You will be A. Please start. 我们是2011年9月认识的。我们是在学校认识的，他是我大学同学。Okay, now let's move on to text 2. Let's focus on the new words first. This one, 饭店, 佛案饭的宴店饭店 which means restaurant or hotel. Read after me, please. 饭店饭店 Okay, 饭店 Fan means meals, right? Meals. And 店means shop. And another way to say about restaurant, we've seen it before, it is 饭馆, right? 饭馆, we've seen it before. Okay, this is 饭馆, which only means restaurant. And 饭店, it can mean hotel too. Next one is 出租车出租车吃屋出资屋租吃车 Please pay attention to the pronunciation here. Don't be too hurried to pronounce this word. Just pronounce it slowly, but right, okay, but correct. 出租车 Read after me, please. 出租车出租车 Please don't read it as 出租车 or 出租车. It is 出租车, okay? 出租车. It means taxi, cab. Okay. Next one is 一起. It means together. Read after me, please. 一起. When you want to say eat together, we will say 一起吃饭. Okay, do something together, we will put that thing after 一起. 一起 do something. Okay, 一起 do something. 一起吃饭. Okay, now try to say study together. Okay, study together. How to say that? Study together. We will put study after 一起, right? So it is 一起学习, right? 一起学习 and go to the shop together. It is 一起去商店 Go to the shop 去商店 Go to the shop together 一起去商店 Okay. Now try to say a more complicated one. It is eat together with friend. Eat together with friend. Eat together with friend. Try to guess how to say that. With somebody. It is actually 和朋友一起吃饭 Okay? 和朋友一起吃饭 or 跟朋友一起吃饭 This 和 we've learned before, it means and, right? It can also mean with. And this 跟 it means with too. So 和 or 跟 plus somebody and plus 一起 do something, right? 一起 plus a verb. 一起 do something. It means do something with someone. 和朋友一起吃饭，跟朋友一起吃饭。Now try to say study with classmates. Study with classmates. Okay, how to say that? It is 和同学一起学习 right? 和同学一起学习 or 跟同学一起学习 Okay, now try to say go to the shop with mom. Go to the shop with mom. It's 和妈妈一起去商店 or 跟妈妈一起去商店 Okay, very good. This is 饭店、出租车 and 一起. Now let's try to read it from the start, each for twice. Read after me. 饭店，饭店，出租车，出租车，一起，一起. Okay, very good. Now let's move on to our text. I will read it and please listen carefully. 你们是怎么来饭店的？我们是坐出租车来的。李先生呢？他是和朋友一起开车来的。Okay, now let's see the sentence by sentence. First one, 你们是 blah blah 的。Okay, this structure happened again, appeared again. So we're going to talk about this structure later in the language point part, okay? So for this time, it is emphasizing 怎么来饭店 how, right? 怎么 means how. How did you come to the hotel? Okay, 来饭店. 来 means come, okay? 来 means come. So this is used to emphasize how did you come here. And the answer is 我们是 we are 坐出租车来的. We've learned 坐 before. It means sit, right? Sit. And here 坐出租车 means take taxi because we sit in the taxi. So every transportation we will sit, we will use 坐. For example, take the train, we will say 坐火车. 火车 means train. And when we want to say take the plane, we will still use 坐飞机. It is sit the plane, sit the taxi, sit the train in Chinese, okay? 坐出租车来的. We take the taxi, came here, okay? This take taxi is used to describe 来, right? And I asked, 李先生呢? Nu is used to ask about the question we've mentioned before, right? Ask about the things, the situations we've mentioned before. And the situation mentioned before, we are talking about the manner, the method, how we came here, right? So 李先生呢 is actually asking, how did 李先生 come here? And this is the answer. 他, he, the subject, 是, he is 和朋友一起开车来的。和 somebody 一起 do something 开车来的，开车来的。This is the structure we've learned in the new words. 和 somebody 一起 do something with someone, together with someone. Okay, this is the structure. 和朋友一起开车来的。Okay, drive to come here. Drive to come here. Now let's try to read it from the start. Read after me, please. 你们是怎么来饭店的？我们是坐出租车来的。李先生呢？他是和朋友一起开车来的。Okay, now let's try to read in rows. I will be A and you will be B. Okay? 你们是怎么来饭店的？李先生呢？Okay, very good. Now let's switch the role. You will be A and I will be B. 3, 2, 1. 我们是坐出租车来的。他是和朋友一起开车来的。Okay, now let's move on to next one, next text. We can see there are 3 new words. First one is 高兴，吸引兴，高兴。It means happy, glad. Read after me, please. 高兴， 高兴. Okay, this means happy. So we've learned before it is 很高兴认识你 means nice to meet you. 很高兴认识你. Okay, 很高兴认识你 or 认识你很高兴. These two words, the word order is, they are both right. Next one is 听特音听 read after me please. 听 it means to listen. So listen to the music is 听音乐. 音乐 is music, okay? 音乐听音乐. Okay, when you say listen to the CD, then it is 听 CD, right? 听 CD. And when you say listen to the songs, it is 听歌 歌. So you listen to anything, just put that thing after 听 plus something. Okay, 听 plus something. And there is one way to say hear from someone. And this structure is 听 someone 说 Read after me please. 说 So when you wanna say hear from the teacher, then it is 听老师说 Okay, 听老师说 If you hear from your friend, then 听朋友说 And hear from Mr. Zhang, 听张先生说 Okay, 听谁说 is listen, hear from someone. Next one is 飞机 for a 飞机 Read after me please. 飞机 it means airplane. 飞 means fly, and 机 means machine. So 飞机 actually means flying machine in Chinese, airplane. Okay, so how to say take plane? We just learned it in the last text. It is 坐飞机, right? 坐飞机 sit plane. Okay, 坐飞机. Okay, now let's try to read it from the start, each word twice. Read after me, please. 高兴听飞机 Okay, very good. Now let's move on to our text. I will read it and please listen carefully. 很高兴认识您，李小姐。认识你，我也很高兴。听张先生说，您是坐飞机来北京的。是的。Okay, now let's see the text sentence by sentence. First one, 很高兴认识您. Here, in this sentence, they used 您 instead of 你 to express and respect, right? A respect. 很高兴认识您. 李小姐 Miss Li. And 认识你，我也很高兴. Knowing you, I am happy too. 我也很高兴 也 means too also as well. 很高兴 very happy. Next one, 听张先生说 hear from Mr. Zhang. We just learned this 听谁说 this structure. 您是坐飞机来北京的。您有是的 here. This structure appeared again. 坐飞机来北京的。So in this sentence, 是的 structure is used to emphasize the method 张先生 took, right? The method he took. He 坐飞机来北京. He took the plane to come to Beijing. Okay. And B answered 是的 yes. So when you wanna say yes, you can say 是 or you can put a 的 after it, 是的 or you can say 是呀 We just learned in last lesson. Okay, 是呀，是的，是 they're all right. Okay, now let's try to read it from the start. Read after me, please. 很高兴认识您，李小姐。认识你，我也很高兴。听张先生说，您是坐飞机来北京的。是的。Okay, now let's try to read it in rows. I will be A and you will be B. 很高兴认识您，李小姐。听张先生说，您是坐飞机来北京的。Okay, now let's switch the role. You will be A. Please start. 认识你，我也很高兴。是的。Okay, very good. Now let's move on to our language point part. First one is 是 blah blah de. This structure, it is used to emphasize time, place, or manner. And in this sentence, manner actually don't mean how you acted, plied, or your behavior. It is about the method they take. How? Okay, how? So when you already know something happened, already know that happened, okay? And then you can use 是 blah blah de, this structure to emphasize when, where, and how this thing happened, okay? Let's see, first example is 我是昨天来的. Okay, we can see there is the 是的 structure here. And inside it, there is the time, place, manner, and the verb here. Okay, so first, 我 I am the subject, and 是的 inside it, 昨天来的. Okay, 昨天来的. So we can see here, actually the real verb is here, 来 instead of this 是. Okay, the real verb is here. And the thing we want to emphasize is here, the time, 昨天. I came here. And I came here when? 昨天, yesterday. So this is the thing I want to emphasize. Next one. 这是在北京买的。这是在北京买的。This is the subject. 是的. And inside it, 在北京. This is the place, right? 北京 is the place. And 在北京, I am emphasizing the place where it happened. And I bought it in Beijing. Next one. 你们 the subject 是怎么 how 来饭店的 This is the question. This is a question. How did you come to the restaurant? So the structure of it is the subject right here. The subject plus 是 plus the place, the time, the manner, and plus the verb, and plus the here, okay? This is the structure. And let's see. The negative form of it. We just need to put a 不 before it, before 是, okay? So first one, 我不是昨天来的。我不是昨天来的。I didn't came here yesterday. We just need to put 不 before it, okay? Before it. Next one. 这不是在北京买的。I didn't buy it in the. This is not bought in Beijing. Next one. 我们不是坐出租车的 manner we came here. 来的. Okay? 来的. So we can see here. The negative form of it, we just need to put a 不 before it. And please pay attention to it. in the positive form, we can sometimes omit this 是, omit this one. For example, first one, I came here yesterday. 我昨天来的. 我昨天来的. I came here yesterday. Okay, we don't need to put 是. And this one, 这在北京买的. I bought it in Beijing. Next one is 你们怎么来饭店的? How did you come here? We can omit 是 in the positive form, but in the negative form, no, never omit 是. Okay, never omit 是. And when you want to ask a question, you can omit 是 too. Okay, in the question, you can omit 是 too. And when you want to ask about the time, you can use 是什么时候怎么的. Okay, and when you want about the place, then you can say 在哪儿. Okay, 在哪儿. When you want to ask about the manner, how, then use 怎么. Okay, this is the 是的 structure. Now let's move on to next part. This is the expression of date. Expression of date. So we've already learned it before, and today we're going to learn more about the expression of date. First, in Chinese. Okay, in Chinese, the dates are written and read from the big unit to the smallest one, biggest and smallest one. Even if when we are talking about the time, the hours, the minute, we will write and read the hours first, and then the minute, and then the second. And the years are the same. We will say the years first, and the month, and then the date, and then the week, right? And then the week. And first, we will need to pay attention to the measure word. First one, the year is 年 here, 年, okay, 年. And the month is 月, 月. And the date is 日 or 号, 日 or 号, okay, 日 or 号. And for example, when we want to say 2,000 years, 2,000 years, we will say 2000年, okay, 2000年. For the years, we will read the digit by digit, digit by digit. For example, this one, 2008 and August 8th. It is 2008年, right? 2008年8月8号. 2008年8月8号. Okay. And when we want to say the week, a week together, then we can say 星期五, 星期五. And please pay attention to the week here. We wrote the Chinese character. We didn't write the numerals. Okay, for the dates, the years, the month, we will use the numerals. But for the week, we will use Chinese characters. Chinese characters. Okay, now try to read it after me. 2008年8月8号星期五 Okay, 2008年8月8号星期五 So this is the way to read Chinese dates. We will read the years and the months digit by digit, okay? Digit by digit. Okay, let's see it. Let's see. The first example is 2014年5月11号 11号 Okay, for the years we will read digit by digit, but for the months and dates we won't read it digit by digit, okay? Because there are only two numbers. We will read just the numbers. For example, the August we will say 8月, and for the December 12月, right? 12 is 12, 12, December. And for this, 11th, we won't say 11号 or 11号. We will say 11号. And answer a question, when will we read E as 1? When will we read E as 1? when we are talking about the telephone numbers, right? The telephone numbers. Okay, but in the date, no. Okay, next one. 今天几号？星期几？ This is the way to ask about the date. And the answer is 今天9月10号，星期三。9月10号，星期三。The September the 10th. And it is Wednesday, September the 10th. Next, 我们是2011年 Listen to me. 2011年 I read the year digit by digit and I read 一 instead of 幺 OK 2011年9月认识的 We know each other in 2011 the September. Okay, and here is the 是的 structure happen again. So now let's try to do a little summary. About the expression of the date, we will say the biggest unit first, which is year, and then the month, and then the date, and then the week. And when we're writing, we will write the date, we will write the year, the month, the date in the numerals, but for the week, we will write Chinese characters, okay, Chinese characters. And when we are reading the year, we will read it digit by digit. 2011年 2008年 But for the month and the date, we won't read it digit by digit. We will read the whole number. Okay, whole number. So this is the expression of the date. Now let's move on to our exercise. First one. 我们是在巴黎的。巴黎, it means Paris. Paris, the translation of Paris in Chinese. 巴黎, 巴黎. Okay, so pay attention to this structure. 是的 here, right? 是的 here. And 在巴黎, which means where, right? Where, at which place. So we need to put what here? A verb, right? A verb. The subject plus 是 and plus the time, place, or what? Time, place, or manner, and plus a verb, and plus a 的. This is the structure we just learned. And we need to put a verb. So this might be what? Two people, they meet each other, right? Meet each other. So how to say meet in Chinese? It is 认识, right? 认识. And 识 is a neutral term, okay? 认识. Next one. 我没看见李老师。他是什么时候 what? 他是什么时候 what? So first, 我没看见李老师。I didn't see Teacher Li. 看见 we've learned it means see. We didn't see little Teacher Li. 他是什么时候？是 when? This structure, we need a what? We need a 的 at the end of a sentence, right? 是 blah blah 的. It is emphasizing when did she do what? And here we need another verb. So we can say when did she come, which is 来的, right? When did she come? 来的. 她是什么时候来的? I didn't see her, but when did she come? When did she come? Okay, next one. 这些衣服不 what? 今天 what 的是昨天买的。Okay, first let's pay attention to this sentence. 是昨天买的。是的 here, 是的 here, this structure. Okay, 是昨天买的。It is emphasizing the time. Yesterday I bought it. Yesterday I bought it. And here, 这些衣服不 No. It is a negative form of 是的 structure, right? I say, I didn't bought it today. I bought it yesterday. I didn't buy it today. I bought it yesterday. So, 不是 we need a 是, right? 不是今天。今天 is the time we wanna emphasize. And we need another verb, which is 买 buy 买 okay 买 Last one, 我们是一起来的。 我不喜欢坐出租车。I don't like to take taxi. So we drove together. We drove together. 我们是一起开车来的。开车，可爱开车。OK， 开车来的。This is the answer. Now let's move on to the next part, which is the trisyllabic words starting with a fourth tone. So as usual, let's pay attention to this line with the third tone at the end of the syllables. First one is 健身馆. 健身馆. Read after me, please. 健身馆. 健身馆. This one, 健身 means work out and 馆 means a place. We will separate it into 2 and 1, right? 2 and 1. 健身, nothing special. And 健身馆. Next one. 矿泉水. 渴望矿七源泉是为水。矿 means mineral and 泉水 means water. So mineral water, it is 矿泉水. So 泉水 is together. What should we do? Just put 水 into half the tone. So 矿泉水. Okay, next one. 大使馆 embassy. 大使馆. So in this 3 syllables, 大使 means ambassador and 馆 means a place. So we will put 大使 together and 馆 at the end. So 大使 we will put 使 as the half the tone. So 大使馆. Okay, 大使馆. Next, 电话卡 phone card. 电话卡 电话 telephone 卡 card. So nothing special, just read it as 电话卡. Okay, 电话卡. So for these trisyllabic words, just pay attention to where should we separate them. Okay, where should we separate them? When you just cannot find where to separate, then just separate them into 2 and 1. Okay, 2 and 1. First 2 and the last one. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. The single component characters for today. First one is 年. 年, it means year. Okay, year. So first, let's see how to write it. First one is the short left turning and then a horizontal, and then a little bit longer one, and then a very short vertical, and then a longest horizontal, and then a vertical in the middle. Not that complicated, okay? Try to write it with me. Left turning, horizontal, and then another horizontal here, and then a left turning, a vertical, and then a horizontal, and then a vertical in the middle. Again, left turning, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, the longest one, and then a vertical in the middle. Again, okay, again, left turning, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, the longest one, and then a vertical in the middle. Okay, try to practice it more after the class. Okay, next one is 出of 出租车. Okay, 出租车, 出, it means to get out from something or somewhere. Okay, get out, 出. Try to write it. So first it is a vertical turning, and then a vertical, and then a vertical in the middle, and then another this thing, and then to close it. So anybody still remember this character? This means 山 mountain, and put 2 mountains together, you can get 出, get out. Okay, try to write it with me. First this vertical and turning, and then a vertical. Okay, and then a long vertical, and then write the same structure again. Okay, try to write with me again. Don't write this word too long. Try to write it more like in a square. Okay, try to write it like this. Okay, true. This one is really easy. So now let's move on. Next one is fei. For a fei, it means fly. We can see in the ancient time, originally it looked like two feathers, and actually means two wings. And today we will write it like this. So first one, it is this thing, and then a left turning and a dot. So please don't write this as this. Okay, this is wrong, this is right. Try to write it with me. Okay, try to write it like this. This one is really easy, okay? Really easy. Try to practice more after the class, and please don't write it like this. This is not right. Okay, now let's see the two radicals for today. First one is 草字头. This means 草 and 草. 字熬草 means grass. 草 means grass. Okay. So because this is grass, so it is usually related to grass, trees, plants. Okay, first one, 茶. We can see at the top of 茶, it is 草字头 radical 草. It means tea. So tea actually is the leaves of some plants, right? So this is about grass. Next one, 菜. 自爱菜. In the top of 菜, we can see it is 草字头. This part is 草字头. Why? Because vegetables, they are plants. They are green plants. That is 草字头. Next one is 宝盖头. 宝波熬 宝. This part, this thing, is usually related to houses. Houses is like a like to cover something, covering something. So first, this is an. It means to settle. And we can see at the top of an here. This is radical 宝盖头, right? 宝盖头. Because to settle means you to have a room or have a house. That's why we will use this radical to express settle. Next one, 家 home. This is usually related to a house, right? Your house, your family. So this is 家 with a 宝盖头 radical 宝. So this is all for today's class. Thanks for listening, and this is the last lesson of this course. So please practice it more after the class, and still hope to see you next time. Bye bye.